narrated. Armageddon. It starts with death, with destruction, with apocalypse later on. Okay, let's start with Armageddon. From heaven I must move to another heaven still. Yeah, I have been actually in love for, let's say, I have had many instances of love. I've been involved like in, let's say, a number of loves, like unrequited ones, of course. So I from heaven I must move. Heaven heaven here means love, and actually I think it's worth to be mentioned here. When we talk about heaven, I used to call that one special love that I have had. When I say I have had love, you have to be with me to understand me. Like, it's unrequited at all costs, at all times. From heaven I must move. I used to call her heaven because I looked it up in the dictionary back in the day, like 10 years ago or something like that, and one of the meanings of heaven was a beloved lady. But no matter how hard I tried again and again, it just faded away. That meaning, it seems like it's erased from any records of history. Like, I can't find it right now in these days. But I'm totally double sure that it was there in that dictionary that I have had on my Android device, and I still use that dictionary nowadays. It has been 10 years so far, but yeah, the definition has been raised. From heaven I must move to another heaven still. Yeah, from love to another love, because when you are breaking up in a relationship, or you lose you lose a love, you undergo that process of agony, of pain, but that does not make someone like fall to despair. You have to have that spirit of perseverance, like trying to move on, to live up, to start again and again. Because if you taste love once in your life, you would be like enchanted by that sensation. You would long for it again and again. And love is not actually concerned with the person that you love. It's the sensation, the companionship. It's a process, like, it's hard to define actually. But once you taste it, you long for it forever. And so it's not the person himself. The person, like the other person, the beloved, is just a manifestation, like a medium that the spirit of love appears through to you, or materializes out. Like, he's the embodiment of love. He's not love himself. You do not love the physical form of the person. You love the embodiment of love. You love the thing that maybe in terms of let's say, in terms of Carl Jung, you love the archetypal manifestation in that person. Yeah, love is embodied in him or in her. Yeah, from heaven I must move to another heaven still, with hope that with this stance is better. Nature's changing course. Yeah, nature's changing course. I remember, as far as I remember, it's a Shakespearean quote here from the Sonnets. I have read the Sonnets many times. It's an excruciating experience, because when you are in a process of or you're having experience of unrequited love, and you reach I was having technical issue here. Sorry for that. This app should be like, I should have more access to that. When someone calls me on my phone, it just just breaks up the recording, and it's so hard to master. Like, whatever. Let's move on back to where were we? With hope that with the stance nature changing course. Yeah, hope is a pure powerful energy that one acquires with the presence of love. Even without love, one still has hope. But it's like a pathway. in one's life that he should embrace, he should like trip through. Hope is something positive. Nobody should have that spirit of losing hope, or yeah. And love, hope for love, actually, with hope that withstands nature's changing course. So I have had that kind of hope, and still have that kind of hope that love might come again, and again I might taste what I have tasted, and more, actually, because I haven't been in a mutual. So if a mutual love comes, then who knows that heaven might be be just unfolded upon my world. That sweetness, from myself I must move to her greater will. Okay, I have received just another shenanigan right here, like a child just popped into my room. I have to have this kind of. Yeah, this is all happening. This is life. And with love actually is like a medicine. It's like a remedy for everything that happens in life. I think we gonna explain much more about it as we move through the sonnets. Yeah. From myself, I must move to her greater will. Yeah. So from myself, love is a process of self-denial, self-abnegation to her greater will. Yeah, to her. Of course, the lover or the beloved is a personality of fascination, of something that one cannot describe. It's yeah, I've said it. It's like she's the embodiment or manifestation of the spirit of love. So one cannot find like any disgrace in his beloved, or something that he could count as a disadvantage. Her greater will, even her will is great. She's, yeah, greater than me, of course, because I'm a subject of love, and she's the embodiment of love, of course. What else would any lover expect from such a relationship? That sweetness and joy may with love endorse. Yeah, with love comes sweetness and joy and happiness, and nothing that is dark or sad. Endorse. It happens for certain times that it's so funny and ironic that I write words that I do not exactly know their meaning, like endorse here. I rarely use that, actually. It like in this book, like as far as I remember, there are 2 or 3 words that I use in such a way. Like I use a word for the sake of rhyme, and I don't know its meaning. Yeah, I usually check it in the dictionary as a matter of fact when I wrote it down, but then it just slips away from my mind. So whatever. I think it's an act of love as well. It's like a silly kind of love, or a lazy kind of love, whatever you might call it. So shiny seems the world, yet with a gloomy sign. Yeah, it's always the case for me. Yeah, I've said that I should leave out the autobiographical, but it seems so hard. Like, yeah, it's so hard to not to comment on these things, but I'm going to try my best. So shiny seems the world. Yeah, the world is filled with joy, with happiness, with the presence of love, yet with a gloomy side. Yeah, a gloomy side, autobiographical. I'm going to skip it. Day and night, love with love intertwined. Yeah, I was in a process like I was holding my late love in my heart, because love never fades away. It's just stuck there in your heart. Maybe if another love comes, maybe it retreats back to the subconscious, or in a back veneered layer in the heart. I don't know how it feels, or where it hides, but the last love or the late love is always there with you. You carry them like it's let's say a schizophrenic version or something like that. It's hard to define. Day and night, love with love intertwined. Yeah, a mixture of love, like the coming of a new love and the departure of the last one. I am letting go of my late love, of my last love, and I'm welcoming the new love. So days are weeks, months counted as 6. Yeah, days are weeks because when you are in love, you don't feel the passage of time. You are just like, I have told many of my friends of this sensation. Like, I have never tasted wine or this, I've never been drunk in my life. It's forbidden for me, and I have the imagination of it in my mind. I told my friends that being in love is like being drunk 24/7. Like, it's a process of yeah, utter sweetness and joy. Days are weeks. Yeah, the passage of time is negligible. You cannot notice it. It's just moving fast. Months counted as 6. Yeah, 6 months. This exact number of time, or let's say amount of time, 6 months. It has for it's autobiographical, but I can't comment on it because it's a personal autobiographical. There is two kinds of autobiography. One is social, like it's not personally related to me, but then there is this kind of autobiography that is personal, that it doesn't concern anyone else except for me. So months counted as 6. 6 months has been like in my mind for a while. I see them appear in certain texts, certain religious texts, certain other kinds of texts. I think they have certain indication, maybe archetypal indication in terms of young, but I'm not so sure. They are related. I have had experience with this amount of time, 6 months. With the proximity, real heaven is at hand. I have done quite modifications on these sonnets. With the proximity, a real heaven is at hand. A new heaven? No, it was a new heaven. Yeah, with the proximity, close. Love is close. Love is close to me, is at hand. New heaven, new love. With logic poison to the heart. Yeah, logic should be abandoned. With love, there is no logic. Pardon me for this of course statement in Arabic, but it's so eloquent that I have received from one of my friends, that it says كتب على باب مدينة الحب يمنع دخول العقلاء. Yeah, the realm of love is a logicless realm. Poison to the heart. Of course, the heart would be sick, would be excruciating. It would be like dying. How could one like love with logic? It's like a torturing process. I was tortured, actually. No more can my heart withstand. Of course, my heart was dying. It's like who on earth would think that with love comes logic? Like, it's a sick thinking. This reason which my mind must depart. Of course, my mind should be absent. It's the time of the heart. The mind should like take a rest now, because love is at hand. For reason or love should I now hold thee. Yeah. For both are must, they both assure me. Yeah, it's like for the sake of whatever. For reason or love. It was like, what kind of love is this? Like, to deal with it in a reasoning way. Like, love should be like treated with the heart, not with the mind. Should I now hold thee, for both are must? Yeah, this is like for the sake of my love I wrote such lines, because I was maybe fooling myself, like whatever, for her sake, or yeah, whatever. Let's move on. I'm actually enjoying this episode so far. Maybe they're gonna be like lengthy lectures because I have a plan like reading 4 sonnets each episode, and I thought uh, an hour would be enough, but it seems like I have spoken so much, and I will speak so much more because the subject is sweet, and I like it so much. With the lack of mutual relationship right now, it's like the mood is serving the purpose right now. Okay, it's a relief for me actually.